Hi there, I'm Sarah Henson and I'm an email copywriter and strategist, and I'm also a bit of a tech geek, which is why in this video I'm going to show you how to create a landing page in Google Docs. I made this video last year and it's proven to be really popular, so I'm updating it for 2021 with so many more juicy bits that will make your Google Doc landing page a conversion machine. Because it's not just about the technical setup, but also what goes on your landing page. So that's what I'll be covering in this video. So why use a Google Doc as a landing page? Well, simply put, it's a low-tech way to get your offer online, whether that's a product or a service, and you don't have to worry about all the tech headaches of setting up a website, spending loads of money on that, or learning the ins and outs of landing page software like Lead Pages or ClickFunnels. And it gives you the perfect opportunity to test out your offer, test out your copy, and see what works. Plus, you have the option to redirect your domain name to your Google Doc to make it easy for you to share that with people online through social media, through email, or even in real life by giving out a business card with your domain name on it. And I'm going to show you how to link to that too. So in this video, first of all, I'm going to show you how to set up a landing page using a Google Doc and how to link to it all. And then secondly, in the second phase of it, I'm also going to show you what you should be including on your landing page to make sure that it's working for you, so that it's actually doing its job. So I'd suggest checking out the blog post that goes along with this video, so you can access all the links and information that I mentioned in the video, and then you'll find the link to that post in the description of this video. So let's get into it. So to get into your Google Drive, you want to sign into Google so that you can see your avatar up here. You may have a little photo up there. All you want to do is click your little grid button there and scroll down to find Drive. And that will open up your cloud-based drive. Now, this is one of my test accounts, so I'm going to just show you how to get started with a Google Doc. So we just press click button here, open up a Google Doc, and this is what we do. I'm just going to take some lorem ipsum copy just to give you an idea. As let's pretend this is the copy that we're using. Now, what you want to do is make this Google Doc look amazing so that it looks a really cool place for people to land when they're wanting to find out more information about you. So what you want to do is change up some of the text on here, and I've actually got a blog post about this. It's called 13 Things You Didn't Know You Could Do with Google Docs, and it tells you all about how to add in images, change all the fonts using this font thing here. And I'll definitely go and check that out if you want to know how to make your Google Doc look pretty awesome. So I'm just going to just play around with this a little bit, just to give a little bit of an idea of what it might look like as a landing page. Okay, so here we go. Let's say this is now our landing page. What you then want to do is give it a good name. And then when you share it, all you want to do is file, press share. And then what you want to make sure you're going to be doing is changing who can view this link. Okay, so we want to click anyone with a link, make sure it's not restricted. Anyone with the link can view. We don't want them to be able to comment or edit. We just want them to be able to view it. So here is the link. So what we do is just copy that link. And then if we open a new browser tab, add that link in there, that goes directly to the landing page. Now, what you can also do to make it a little bit more professional perhaps, is we can actually download it as a PDF and then upload it to your Google Drive and get the share link for that. So all we do is file, download PDF, and that will download it to my computer. And then what I do is go back to my drive and then drag and drop it into my drive. So you see my landing page is a Google Doc there. You can see the icon is blue. And now this one is a red little icon there, which shows it's a PDF. So I can do the same thing with this as my Google Doc. So I want to share that. Just check that anyone with the link can view, copy the link, and then when I open a new tab in my browser and add that in, people can then see the PDF. So you can use this as a hosting place for any kind of information that you want and link out to a variety of different docs or PDF documents in your Google Drive. And there you have it. And with that also, people can actually download it for themselves as well. So on here, we can link any of our text. So if I click that and press this insert a link here, let me just put my website. Obviously, if you haven't got a website, this is why you're going to be using a landing page, but I'm just putting that in so it is a link, so that when people come to the landing page and you have a call to action on there to tell them what to do, maybe it's to book a call with you using a booking system, you can have that link in there. You can also, let's actually just do this, you can also, if you want people to email you, you can use this code, mail to colon and then your email address, so that when someone then looks at this, they'll automatically be able to email you. So let's put, let me get the share link again. Open this one up, and then if someone clicks on that link there, it will automatically open up their email to then send you an email. There you go. And then that could be your call to action on your landing page. And again, if you wanted that as your PDF, you download it as a PDF and upload it. So any changes that you make to your Google Doc at any point, you will need to then download it again and upload it to your Google Drive to then be able to see the changes on there. You can't change your PDF once it's already uploaded. Now, this is why what's really good about using Google Docs, you can actually redirect your domain name to your landing page. Now, what would be the best way to do it is to use like a short link. I like to use tiny.cc. You can use bit.ly, bit.ly as another version, but why I like tiny.cc is that you can actually change your the link that's in there. So let's do this right now, okay? So let's say we want to link out this PDF. I'm going to just copy that. And what we do is log into tiny.cc or create an account, press the shorten URLs link, paste in my big link there, and I want to create a keyword that's going to link to that. So let's call it just landing page SH for Sarah Henson. Now press shorten it. Okay, so now that's my landing page. So if I copy and paste that into a new browser, you'll see that tiny.cc/landing-page-sh will go to my PDF in my Google Drive. And there you have it. And like I said, if you then want to change something on your PDF, what you would do is go to your Google Doc, edit it, download it as a PDF, upload it back into your Google Drive, get the link, and then go to tiny.cc. So let's go to manage URLs. This is the one I just created. You press this little button here, edit link, and then I can change that link there. If I've given out my tiny.cc link, I don't have to keep changing that. I can just go in and change the destination URL there. Okay. If you wanted to have your domain name before you get your website set up and spend all that money doing that, and you're using a Google Doc anyway, you can use your domain name. So I'm going to just show you in my NameCheap account, which is where I host all my domain names. See this one, email multiplier method, that's one I own. Let's just go to there, manage it. And then you just scroll down to here, which is redirect domain. And then you just add in this little box here where the destination URL is, the link that you want to use. So you can either use your landing page, because you can change this at any point. So let's use the link from the PDF. Go there, go to my domain name, add that in, and click Save Changes. And then if I ever gave out my URL email multipliermethod.com, that would automatically divert to my PDF in my Google Drive. And of course, if I change my PDF, I just come back in here and change it here. Sometimes this takes a little while for it to actually activate and kick in on the internet. So let's just give it a try anyway. Email multiplier method. Let's see if it's working. And look at that. It has actually activated straight away. And so if I give out my URL, email multiplier method, it'll go straight to my Google Drive document, give the person more information about what I do and what I can help them with, or if I have a product, a bit more information about the product. So that concludes the technical aspect of how to set up a Google Doc as a landing page. What I now want to do is go into what you should have on your landing page to make it a conversion machine, because we want your landing page to do something for you. First of all, we have to consider the purpose of your landing page. What is it you want your person to do? Okay. So for my business, let's say that my email multiplier method that I've just redirected goes to this landing page that tells them a little bit more about my service that I offer to help people increase their results with email. I would like them to book a call with me, let's say. So I would set up in my appointment software, which I use Acuity. I would set up an appointment in Acuity and link that to a button or a link within my copy on my landing page. So that is the purpose of the landing page for me. It would be to get people to book a call with me. So now that we know what the purpose of it is, what the goal of the landing page is, we can then reverse engineer exactly what we want in there, okay? There are 7 elements that you will want to consider to put in your landing page. Now, you don't have to have all of these things, but it's ideal that you actually touch on some of them or most of them if possible, to make it the most compelling landing page that you can. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly go through the different elements and then I'll go deeper into each one. So we want a headline. We want to know what it is you do or what your product does. We want to know who this thing is for, what your offer is for. We want to know what results your reader can expect from either buying the thing or using the service that you're offering. So whatever your offer is, we want to know what are the expected results from the offer that you're providing. We also would like to know what makes you or your product different or unique, because this is how you stand out from your competition. We also want to have a little bit of proof in there. So we can either use some statistics about results that you can provide, some customer testimonials, or even a case study if you want to go really deep with it. What they should do next, which is your call to action. That's the final thing, and that will be tying into the purpose of your landing page. So your call to action for my example would be book a call to find out if the email multiplier method is for you. Okay, so let's get into it. Your headline. You have about 7 seconds, give or take, to grab your reader's attention. Your headline is one and only job is to do this so that the reader is curious to know more and continue reading. So while we started with the end in mind, the purpose of your landing page, we should also think about your headline as the last thing that we actually do. So I'm actually mentioning it first because usually your headline, like on this page here, your headline is the first thing people see, but it's really the last thing that you should actually create. So that's how we reverse engineer our customer's journey. So you can consider your headline as the thing that contains all the juice and the promises of what's to come when they continue reading and then take the action that you want them to. So with this in mind, your headline should contain one of these elements. It should be a promise, a benefit, a result, a dream or goal achieved, or a vision for the future. Whether that's a service or a product, you can incorporate that in there. So just have a look at those crazy good emails that sell more products for mission-driven e-commerce companies. So straight away, there's actually more than just a promise in there. We're kind of hinting at what it is I do and who for, and what the emails will do for them. So that's your promise, is that you're going to have sell more products with crazy good emails. And let's go to my about page. Again, stand out, make sales, do some good, one email at a time. This has got a promise in it. You're going to make yourself stand out. You're going to make more sales, and you're actually going to make some impact in the world by using email. So you're getting all the benefits and the promises and achieving goals with all of these headlines. Again, email's so good, you'll be making sales on autopilot. You can see there that there's a real benefit in there, and it's playful as well. So you're getting a sense of my personality as well. So that's just a brief overview of headlines. And I have a guide also all about headlines if you want to take a look at that. And I've linked that in the description below as well for you to have a look at. Okay, so what's next? We want to know what you or what your product does. So you need to clearly articulate what it is you do or what your product does. This means getting back to basics and writing it in such a simple way that a 5-year-old can understand it. So try to avoid using clever ways of describing what you do or using industry jargon. Of course, unless you know that your reader is at the same level as you in terms of understanding your industry's terminology. So instead, drill down to the bare bones in as simple a way as possible. Next, you want to also include who it's for. So be extremely clear about who you're targeting with your copy. It may be that your service or product can be used by a multitude of people, but the more niched you are in the copy on your landing page, the higher the chances of converting your reader into doing the thing that you want them to do. So when considering your offer, you may find that you create several different landing pages for the same product or service, but with each one highlighting a different ideal client or customer and what their situation is, so that you can get specific with your copy. The next thing you want to also include is what results they can expect by doing the thing that you're asking them to do. So if it's to download a report or book a call or something, you're gonna give some more information about what they can expect from doing this action. Think of this part as a formula. If your reader follows your advice or your method or uses your product in the correct way, what will happen? So think of it as like X plus Y equals Z. If they use X and do Y, what will they get? What is the result, Z? You should make a stand on the results that your reader can expect if they take action on your offer. Imagine they did everything right and it all went to plan. What will they now be able to achieve, or what will they now have where they didn't before? So try to go into as much detail as possible to get a very clear picture of their results. The next thing is you want to really highlight what makes you or your product unique or different. You want to highlight this to show how your product or service is different from everything else out there on the market. So just consider, do you shorten the amount of time it takes to get results? Do you have a unique method for providing your results? Does your product use a unique ingredient or material that is going to be relevant to your reader? These questions are for you to dig in to see how you can position yourself uniquely in your marketplace by going a bit above and beyond what others are doing. Your differentiators could be price, availability. Like if you're an artist, it could be that you've only got 10 prints of this particular work of art. So that, there's a scarcity in the availability. So your differentiator is that there's only a few of these available. Another differentiator, the method in which it's created, the ingredients you use, materials that you use, the time frame in which you can get results. It could be a combination of all of these things. or it could be a very ultra specific solution or result that you provide with your service or your offer that uses a combination of these things that makes you stand out as different. The next thing is you want to consider what proof you can show that your service or product works. You can go into the details of data and statistics of the results that you've been able to achieve, or even include testimonials or case studies from past customers who've used your products and things like that. If you can show how great your product or service is through testimonials, through people saying how good your work is or your products are, then that is going to allay any fears of people taking the next action of actually either booking with you, purchasing your products and things like that. So remember to add in some elements of proof. And finally, of course, you need to include a call to action, what they should do next. This is where you provide your reader with a call to action to take the next step in their journey with you. Everything you've detailed before this should all be in support of your reader taking the action you want, and thereby fulfilling the purpose of the landing page, which is the goal you set before creating your page. And finally, I just want to add in, you want to add a little bit of emotion into your landing page as well. You want to make it emotionally compelling. So throughout all of these elements, you want to appeal to your reader's emotion by adding in a picture of what's possible for them, giving them some hope of a better solution or a better future. Sometimes you might even want to give them permission to forgive themselves for past failures, especially if you're offering a service. And also you want to whip up and stir that desire of theirs, because they've got a desire in them to achieve something. And if you can whip that up and stir that desire to achieve that goal, then you've kind of got them in the palm of your hands. So this is where the rubber meets the road when it comes to truly understanding your prospect and using persuasive language to motivate them to take action. So people make decisions based on emotion, and they use logic to back it up to justify their decision, but they make their decisions, their buying decisions, on emotion. So if you can get a little emotional in your copy, you'll be winning when it comes to connecting with your reader. And if you want to brush up your copywriting skills, I've also linked a whole load of resources in the post that goes with this video, where you can learn a bit more about persuasive language, copywriting formulas, things like that. So do have a look at that, because they're super useful if you're not used to using copywriting. And that's it for today's video. I hope you found that useful. If you want to see more tips, tricks, and techniques to master your emails, your copywriting, and the tech that connects it all, then be sure to subscribe to my channel, hit like on this video, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.